Welcome to AI in 10. I'm Chuck Goetschel, and every day my AI clone breaks down the biggest AI story in 10 minutes or less. What it is, why it matters, and how you can actually use it. The world's largest bank just announced it's about to spend nearly $20 billion on artificial intelligence. And if you work in banking, customer service, or any job that involves processing information, this news should have your full attention. JPMorgan Chase dropped this bombshell on March 5th. They're cranking up their tech budget to $19.8 billion by 2026. That's not a typo. 20 billion, with a B. To put that in perspective, that's more money than most countries spend on their entire military. And a huge chunk of it is going straight into AI that can do jobs humans currently do. Let me break down what JPMorgan is actually building with all this cash. They're not just buying fancy computers and calling it a day. They're systematically replacing human work with artificial intelligence across every part of their operation. First, they're automating customer service. Those chatbots you've probably dealt with, they're about to get scary good. We're talking AI that can handle complex banking questions, walk you through loan applications, and solve problems that used to require a human expert. Second, they're automating loan approvals. AI will analyze your financial history, credit score, income, spending patterns, even your social media if you let it, and decide whether you get that mortgage or business loan. No human loan officer needed. Third, they're automating fraud detection. AI systems will monitor every transaction in real time, flagging suspicious activity faster than any human ever could. Which sounds great until you realize it also means AI is watching every dollar you spend. Fourth, they're automating investment advice. The bank's AI will analyze market data, predict trends, and make investment recommendations. Those financial advisors who used to charge fees for portfolio management, many of them just became optional. And here's the kicker. JPMorgan already has 2,000 engineers working on AI. This new budget isn't starting from scratch. It's turbocharging a machine that's already running. CEO Jamie Dimon said AI will revolutionize core banking functions. That's corporate speak for a lot of people are about to lose their jobs. The numbers tell the story. Right now, about 70% of customer interactions at big banks involve humans. JPMorgan wants to flip that. 70% automated, 30% human. That's like asking your toaster to handle most of your banking needs. So what does this mean for your actual life? Let's get real about how this affects regular people like you and me. If you work in banking, this is a 5-alarm fire. There are about 500,000 bank tellers in America right now. Add in customer service reps, loan processors, back office staff, we're talking about hundreds of thousands of jobs that are suddenly at risk. Industry experts predict JPMorgan alone could eliminate over 20,000 positions by 2026. But here's what's really happening. This isn't just about JPMorgan. Bank of America already has their AI assistant, Erica, handling over 1 billion customer interactions every year. Goldman Sachs and Citigroup just announced similar massive AI investments. When the biggest players in an industry all move in the same direction at once, that's not a trend. That's a transformation. And if you're thinking, well, I don't work in banking, so I'm safe, think again. Every industry is watching this closely. When JPMorgan proves that AI can handle complex financial decisions and customer relationships, every other company will ask, why are we still paying humans to do similar work? As a customer, you're going to notice changes fast. Fewer bank branches, more app-based everything. When you call customer service, you'll get AI first, humans maybe never. That might be fine if you're comfortable with technology, but if you're someone who prefers talking to actual people, or if you have complex financial situations that don't fit neat algorithms, you might find yourself out of luck. Here's something else to consider. AI doesn't just replace jobs, it changes the power dynamic between you and your bank. When a human loan officer reviews your application, you can ask questions, explain unusual circumstances, make your case. When an AI algorithm makes that decision based on data patterns, well, good luck arguing with a computer. And let's talk privacy. This AI needs data to work, lots of data. Your spending habits, your income patterns, where you shop, what you buy, when you travel. JPMorgan's AI will know more about your financial life than your spouse does. Which is tech speak, for we have no idea what happens next with all that information. But here's what you can actually do about this. And I mean starting today, not someday when you get around to it. First, make yourself AI resistant at work. Focus on skills that AI can't easily replicate. Relationship building, complex problem solving, creative thinking, emotional intelligence. If your job involves following scripts or processing routine information, start developing skills that don't. Take on projects that require judgment, empathy, or innovative thinking. Second, get comfortable with AI tools yourself. If you can't beat them, learn to use them. Spend time with ChatGPT, Claude, or other AI assistants. Learn how to write effective prompts. Understand what AI can and can't do well. The people who thrive in this transition won't be the ones who ignore AI. They'll be the ones who master it first. Third, diversify your financial relationships. Don't put all your eggs in one AI-powered basket. Consider credit unions, which tend to be slower to automate and more focused on personal relationships. Keep some cash in smaller community banks. Build relationships with human financial advisors who can advocate for you when algorithms make mistakes. Fourth, protect your data. Review your bank's privacy settings. Understand what information you're sharing and how it's being used. Opt out of data sharing programs when possible. The AI revolution is built on data, and your data has value. Don't give it away for free if you don't have to. Fifth, build an emergency fund if you don't have one already. Industry transitions create uncertainty. People lose jobs. New jobs require new skills. Having 6 months of expenses saved gives you options when change hits your industry. And if you're just getting started with all this AI stuff, my AI Explained course walks you through everything in about 30 bite-sized videos. Think of it as your insurance policy for staying relevant in a world where machines are getting smarter every day. Here's something practical you can try this week. Go to your bank's website or app and explore their AI features. Most big banks already have them. Try asking their chatbot complex questions about your account. See what it can and can't do. Get a feel for where this technology is heading. Also, check your privacy settings while you're there. Look for options about data sharing, marketing preferences, and third-party partnerships. You might be surprised what you're already signed up for. Look, $20 billion doesn't get spent on a maybe. JPMorgan isn't gambling on AI. They're preparing for a future where it handles most of what humans do in banking today. The question isn't whether this transformation will happen. It's whether you'll be ready when it does. The smartest people I know aren't fighting this change or pretending it's not real. They're figuring out how to surf the wave instead of getting crushed by it. Because here's the truth. AI is the greatest opportunity of our lifetime for people who choose to engage with it, and the biggest threat for those who don't. So basically, your bank is about to become smarter than most people at a dinner party, and it's going to remember everything you've ever bought. The least you can do is learn how to have a decent conversation with it. That's today's AI in 10. If you want to go deeper and learn AI with a community of people just like you, join us at aihammock.com. I'll see you tomorrow, my friends.